Hi, I just went to start editing this vlog and realised that I never really explained the gap between a few weeks ago and now. A lot has happened, and I think where I left it was that I was having my baby shower. So I'm going to put in a few little clips of the baby shower. It was such a lovely day. 30 of my nearest and dearest joined me for a lunch, and then Sunny and a few other friends joined for some drinks after. It was everything I could have hoped for and more. And then within a few days after that, I gave birth. And that is where the vlog stopped for a couple of weeks. But now we're back. I am going to try my best to fill you all in, just for a little bit of context. There haven't been vlogs for the last couple of weeks because I'm a new mummy and I'm having a lovely time. But I'm very excited to be back, and welcome to the new vlog. Happy Sunday! Feels weird vlogging on Sunday, but for very good reason, because today is my baby shower. The eye patches are already on doing their thing, fueling up with some porridge. Where's my phone? Oh, there. An hour and a half before we leave. I also never thought I wanted a baby shower. Thought the idea of it, like, having a lot of attention on me and asking people to give up their time and, like, days to celebrate a baby that obviously isn't even actually in the world yet, is a bit, like, icky. But I'm so glad, because now I'm so excited. You look so handsome.
Thanks.
I don't trust myself to wear my dress, so I'm in a t-shirt and stupidly grey woolen trousers.
Everyone's going to see sweaty ass like that.
We are going to pick up my mum and my sister, and then we're going to drive in. I'm most impressed so far with the fact that I was ready on time.
Yeah?
Without any stresses as well.
Yeah, you were organised.
I was so organised.
More organised than me.
I'm just so pleased that we've actually made it to this point where we're having a shower. He still has no idea what a baby shower is. He's just coming along just for the bants and the beer. So I'm a mum, hence why I haven't filmed for the last couple of weeks. I did put out on my Instagram, but I just needed a little minute. But this week we are going to attempt to get back to it. I cannot promise how full this video will be. Obviously I want to enjoy these moments, so it's not my first thought to like grab my camera and film. At the moment we are keeping her beauty just for ourselves, but I'm gonna try and catch you up to date and share as much as possible with you. Is that you doing a poo? That could be a little rumble. Thank you so much for all of the lovely messages that we've received. We've mainly been posting on Instagram and a little bit on TikTok about her arrival. In conclusion, it's incredible. It's amazing. I feel very lucky and very happy. I'm very tired, but it's so worth it. I feel like this is a new era of vlogs. Let's see what you've got in here. What's an interesting noise? Oh, excuse me. You okay there making those noises? Thank you. Good girl. Should we have some milk? We've made it out of the house. Third time.
Third time, we've done all
I
right.
think we're doing all right. What he's not happy about is the 3 poo explosions that occurred.
They were consecutive poops. They were back to back. Although actually when changing it, they were back to front poops.
Oh, and they're starting to like smell now.
Right.
And I've realised that your smell threshold is quite weak.
Yeah, today,
I can hear you from the other room gagging.
Today sent me, I'm going to be honest. It was the first day that I've actually been thrown by the whole experience.
I fear they're only going to get worse.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is a glorious day. So we've decided to go to the park. We've got little Miss Lady all dressed in a really, really cute dress. And I want to make the most of it whilst it's nice and sunny, and also the clothes are so tiny. She's going to grow out of them in like a month. Just see where the day takes us. day we've had, we keep looking at each other being like, this is a family day out for us. We would talk about stuff like this, like, oh, when she's here, we can like go to the park. When she's here, we can like do these things. And now we're doing them. We're doing them, but like they're not forced. Like, I'm going to be honest, I thought that, and I think it's just from what I'd heard, like she'd be born, would be in this like chaos of not being able to cope, and I wouldn't want to leave the house. Now, do not get me wrong, it is not the easiest, but I definitely think the weather, having nice weather helps. Also, obviously, Sunny's still off work, so that makes a big difference. I don't know if I would be as proactive and up and out and about if he was at work all day during the day. It's nice to obviously have him here. But I think that we've both been pleasantly surprised with how willing we have been to do all the things that we spoke about. We spoke about them with like the utmost highest intention, but with no expectation. But hey, look, we know how these vlogs go. Tomorrow I could be sat here crying. Although I hope that I'm not doing that tomorrow, because we have booked a newborn photo shoot and I'm really excited. I was never really sure if it was something that I wanted, because all of the styles of photos that I'd seen were giving very, my baby is dressed as a fairy. My baby is dressed as like some sort of like forest nymph. And it's just not our style. I even put out on Instagram if anyone had any recommendations. And I actually went with someone who had been recommended via Instagram. She seems lovely. I can't wait to take you along and show little bits. I think Sunny and I will be in some of the photos, but obviously it's not about us. So maybe I will see you tomorrow. We are at our newborn shoot. It's happening down there, and already we've been here for 5 minutes and I already know the photos are going to be so nice. How cute that is. Oh, I cannot cope. They've like wrapped her in a little like blanket and she's just so peaceful, just like her little hands out. Oh, I'm so glad that this person was recommended, and I'm also so glad we managed to get it, because apparently you need to do it within like the first like 3 weeks of them being born, so that she's still really sleepy. So I'm glad that we managed to like get it all in. But I'm going to show you little bits. Us. I was so smug. I was like, she's actually been really chill. And I remember saying, could all change. I could be here tomorrow crying. I'm not crying, but last night she just wanted to be a bit more active in the night. So Mum and Dad are feeling the tiredness today, but it's all good. We've got a very exciting day today. We're going to get her registered, so she is officially a living, breathing, existing human in society. We're going to get birth certificates. I've got 45 minutes to get ready and eat, so I'm not going to mess about. We have officially registered baby girl. We can get her a passport. It's really exciting. A little bit underwhelming there, if I'm honest. You just kind of go and sit in this room, this man obviously just make sure that like the spelling is right. You show him like your passports and stuff to prove that you're like mum and dad. And then he just gives you a birth certificate and you're like, cool, all right, we'll just, okay, cool. And here's your birth certificate. There you go. Nice and easy process though, so that was good. Didn't really know what to expect. And we had a really nice lunch with our friends before. Speaking of birth, I haven't really spoken about like my birth, well, her birth, but like my birth story. I will not be doing a video on my birth story. I have never watched anyone else's videos on birth stories. I personally don't feel a benefit from sharing it. I believe every single birth is different and unique, and although I can, share what happened with ours like minute by minute, I don't think that it's beneficial. I kind of just think it's more just like people being nosy and just wanting to know for the sake of it. The only advice that I would give to anyone who is preparing to give birth is just expect the unexpected. Don't solidify yourself to any sort of plan, because you just don't know what's going to happen. you are so out of control. So if you're the sort of person that likes to be in control and likes to know exactly what's going to happen, like a schedule almost, you're going to be disappointed, because chances are something along the way won't go to plan. So that's all I'm really going to say about like her birth. There were lots of tears involved, happy tears. I'm just really grateful that it went well, it went smoothly, and that she's thriving, not just surviving. If other people want to share theirs, and that is totally their call, but I've never felt, even leading up to kind of myself giving birth, I didn't watch anyone else's birth stories on YouTube. It wasn't the sort of content that I wanted to consume, or that I've ever felt would be beneficial for me to consume. I feel like I shared quite a lot in my pregnancy across all my social media platforms, whether it be like on TikTok, I did kind of more bite-sized pregnancy diaries. Obviously, you guys have like been along the journey, especially the last few weeks, like prior to giving birth, when we had a few ups and downs and a few panicked moments. I feel like I've shared enough of my journey for anyone who is interested, because they are maybe approaching, you know, the end of their pregnancy, or even just thinking about pregnancy, or just generally interested. I feel like I've shared enough information that can hopefully give people an idea of my experience of it. It's just not my style. It's not my vibe to be like, so at 9:15 this happened. She wasn't born at 9:15. She was born in the afternoon. But to be like, what, 9:15 this happened, and at 9:17 I said this to Sunny, and then it's no. With my hair like this as well. Sunny is currently sat with a sleeping child on his chest. However, if you happen to hear any crying, child. Well, our child, yeah, not just a random sleeping child. Yeah. But I was going to go on to say that if anyone happens to hear like what sounds like the faint noise of a baby crying, it's because earlier on we dealt with, I'm going to say our biggest one yet. Yeah. The punamis have started. They're well and truly started, and we thought, you know what, every moment should be a memory. We decided to film a little bit of us in that experience. Oh, this is for you. I'm glad I couldn't smell it, but you really could.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I'm losing my sense of smell.
Well, lucky you.
Oh, yes, please.
Right, I'm going to ask you a favour.
Is it going to be about boxes?
It's going to be about flattening the boxes.
Would you like me to flatten the boxes?
I'd like you to flatten the boxes.
Okay.
It will save me so much time.
So when you say flatten, obviously remove the insert.
Yeah, well, that's already flat.
That's flat. Yeah. So I was actually just going to put them all in this bag.
Fine, flatten it. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, obviously like that. And
that's fine, I can deal with that.
You'd like me
just
to...
put that side, flatten it. Perfect.
But if it's not easy...
That's wonderful.
Then
they're all easy, they're boxes.
There's a lot that I'm really being asked for. I could have opened all of these by now.
Lovely stuff.
Anyway, whilst I flatten my boxes, it's a nice sunny day, so we're going to go for a little walk. I thought this said, "Dear Danielle, congratulations on your beautiful loose girl."
What does it say?
Your beautiful little girl.
Oh.
There, read that. I thought that said loose. Loose girl. Oh, Jellycat. You heard about Jellycat? All the rage, apparently, with the kiddios. Hello, Moon. Little sensory book.
I used to get invited to alcohol parties. Now that. We're very grateful.
Oh, absolutely.
We are so grateful. Wow. Wow. I think I genuinely, honestly, I think we've hit a new low today.
Wow. Okay. I can't get this in the bag.
Can't or won't?
I struggled. I feel like I've been really good at filming today. So if nothing else, Thursday's segment of this vlog is going to be jam-packed. I am feeling quite tired now. We've been home for about an hour, got straight home and I had to feed her. So did that. And it always makes me really sleepy because I'm like watching her, she's kind of like dozing off as she's feeding, and then I'm just obviously don't want to disturb her, so I'm like quiet. I might be on my phone, but I'm like trying to keep the noise down, and then I just feel my eyelids just like, but obviously I need to stay awake. As soon as she's done, I'm like, Sonny, you take her and like put her in a little like Moses basket, or he'll like carry her for a bit, hold her. I've received some deliveries, as you saw earlier. Some of them were the Wren Evercalm. Is this Evercalm? Yeah, Evercalm range, which is really good if you're into like slugging. Don't you know what slugging is like? Before you go to bed and you like just pack a bunch of product onto your face, because it's all to do with like your skin barrier, repairing your skin barrier. So the overnight recovery balm is really good if you find that maybe your skin is a little bit dull. You just want to inject a little bit of like kind of moisture and just the overall look of your skin. Like it doesn't specifically target like acne or blemishes or anything like that. But yeah, it's just good for the overall skin barrier. And then I received, which I'm actually really happy about, these bits from Hourglass. I've never tried the Hourglass powder before. I think the medium is going to be the right one for me. But I just love how like chic they always look. And then a top up of this, that's a mascara, this concealer, which is one of my favourites for if I want my makeup to last a long time. I use this under the eyes. This is the Vanish Concealer in the shade Beach. And I have one down here that is, I'm like scraping the sides. So I'm very happy to get a top up, as well as that, a little concealer brush, which I'm in desperate need of. And then the powder brush as well, which I guess can also be used for concealer if you wanted to. So really, really happy about that. And I can now get rid of my old concealer because you are empty. I'm going to go change and then I'm going to go sit back downstairs. And I think we're probably going to have, well, we're going to try and have a chilled and early night. Sonny goes back to work next week and already I hate the idea that he's going back to work. I feel sad about that. And I know he does too, so I don't want to like bring it up to him because we've literally just had the most amazing like couple of weeks. We haven't had any visitors. It's literally just been us. We've been in this bubble and I've so been okay with being in the bubble. Although I do have my mum and his mum staying during the week, so I'm not going to be by myself, but still, like, it's not him. I want him. Oh, I feel a little bit anxious today. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm tired, so I think I need to go and change and go and chill. Maybe have a cup of tea. I don't know. I can't make any decisions. Oh, I feel very on edge. Very, very on edge. Good afternoon and happy Friday. Afternoon, because it is now gone 1 p.m. and we actually had a bit of a slow start to the day because last night baby girl thought the night was day. I think we're still in this like nocturnal phase of thinking night is day and day is night. So she's sleeping lots during the day, which is lovely. She's little baby cuddles and she's just chill. It kind of means we can get things done. But then last night it was just like guess the problem. Was she hungry? No. Does she need changing? No. She has a little bit of like trapped wind, which obviously very normal for babies. On top of that, I was not feeling that great yesterday. I felt a little bit anxious all day. I think I said like a mixture of obviously like tiredness and hormones, but also Sonny going back to work next week and like this bubble kind of starting to like burst, and it's just been so nice. And then I posted a couple of stories and received some what I can only describe as intentionally helpful advice, but on the wrong day, at the wrong time, and delivered in the wrong way. And I think there's like a common thing of people giving parenting advice on the internet when they're not professionals and they're basically just wanting to tell you how they did something. Look, I'm happy to listen to anyone's advice, but I think the delivery of advice and the way you're kind of presenting it to potentially, and most of the time, probably like new parents, which is what we are, it just it just kind of sent me in a direction that I just wasn't that great. So I had a little cry, spoke to my sister, spoke to my mum today. Obviously Sonny was there, but I think it was just bad timing on a day that I was already feeling a little bit anxious. Maybe it was my fault for kind of posting what I did, but I just sometimes think people on the internet forget that the people that they're applying to, in terms of, you know, people will see my stories and they might go, oh, she's got quite a few followers, so either A, she'll never see it, or B, she'll be getting advice, so I just want to get straight to the point. I don't need to like worry about the niceties of it. Or they actually are just like, you're doing it wrong, and they've just got a bit of an attitude and they're just a bit, okay. Do like to read my DMs, and although I might not reply to all of them, like we are, myself and Sonny, just trying to figure this out. And of course we are looking after our child the best way that we can. Do you know what it is? It just didn't feel as though, and granted there were only like a handful of people, but it just didn't feel as though these people were offering advice with our best interests at heart. It was more of a like, I just need to tell you that what you're doing is wrong, rather than I care about you because I follow you, or, you know, I like you as someone that I relate to. Just like, this is maybe how I did it, or you don't need to listen to this, but it might help if. Because we did also get some messages, and I ended up kind of sharing them with Sonny and being like, oh, this could be really helpful. Like, it's not that we're not willing to listen to what other people are saying or doing, it's just in the delivery of it. Anyway, that was yesterday. Today I woke up feeling much better, which is good, and I am actually currently waiting for my mum to get here because I need to go back to the hospital for a checkup for myself. I've been on basically some antibiotics since her birth. I nearly said her name then. Since her birth, and I finished them now. So I have to go back just to kind of have a little review. When we went there, whenever it was, over a week ago, Sonny obviously came with me, as did baby. And I just didn't like the fact that she was there in the hospital all day, because we were there for about 4 hours. I don't anticipate being there for that long today because I've just got to see the doctor, but I couldn't make an appointment. They basically said I didn't need to make an appointment. They were like, just show up and you'll be seen. I do know that the doctor doesn't arrive until 2 p.m, which is why I didn't get up and go first thing. But yeah, my mum is taking me, and I think she might come in. I actually don't know if she's going to come in or literally just drop me at the gate and be like, let me know when you're done. I've got things I can be doing on my phone and work and stuff. Other than that, I really want to sit down and talk to you about like other things as well. I don't just want to be like baby, baby, baby. But right now, obviously, life is just baby, baby, baby. So I'm hoping that maybe after this week, and this week's kind of obviously vlog being all about kind of just adjusting and learning about life with baby, I'm hoping that maybe from next week we can get into more life stuff. Although having said that, we've got maybe appointments next week, so who knows. But I want to talk to you about like Lavetta. I had all these plans of like how I wanted to present like Lavetta to like this like online world, and it's kind of all gone out the window because I'm a mother and that's kind of my priority. I wanted to share this brand with as many people as possible, but in the way that I, as an influencer, would have really appreciated it being shared with me if it were a different brand that, you know. So far, having a baby while still kind of working has proven tricky, I'm not going to lie. My brain just hasn't really been where it's needed to be in order to work. But then when I'm focusing on baby, as obviously, understandably, that's my priority, I also feel like, God, I really wish I could be doing some stuff, work stuff as well. Like, I really want that balance. It's just proven a little tricky, like mentally. I just feel like there's a little bit of a mind block. I feel like from next week, especially when Sonny's back at work, he's back at work, I want to like get back to it. I feel like this vlog hasn't been that informative for people, but hopefully it's been realistic of what it's like for us right now, having a baby that is literally a matter of weeks old. So I'm probably gonna wrap this one up here. But it has been nice to be back filming this week. I have really enjoyed these little moments where I've been able to just like chat to you and share how I'm feeling, the highs, the lows, the realities, the hopes, the dreams, and all of the in-between. Oh, that rhymes. I'll be back next week. Sending you lots and lots of love, and I will see you in the next vlog.